Park Seo-joon used to be everywhere due to his hit dramas like Hwarang, The Poet Warrior Youth, Fight for My Way, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, and Itaewon Class. All of these amazing K-dramas are many people's favorites. However, now we barely hear about Park Seo-joon. Let's take a look at it. Park Seo-joon was born on the 16th of December 1988 in Seoul, South Korea. He made his entertainment debut in 2011 by appearing in the music video of Bang Young-gook's single I Remember. And then he played supporting roles in television dramas like Dream High 2, Pots of Gold, and One Warm Word, and had his first leading role in A Witch's Love. But his breakout roles came in 2015 with the dramas Kill Me, Heal Me, and She Was Pretty. After that, he managed to find great scripts that became big hits. However, after 2020, after the Itaewon Class, he wasn't able to get these big hits, and also his projects were criticized. First was Gyeong-song Creature. Just with a few episodes out, it was already gathering negative reviews. In addition to the viewer reviews, Gyeong-song Creature received some of its first critic reviews as well. Likewise, the critics shared dissatisfaction too. It's a shame that Gyeong-song Creature failed to make the most out of its impressive Gyeongsong setting. The show boils down to a hide-and-seek in the limited space within Ongsong Hospital, which then makes it not too different from the first season of Sweet Home. And those who have watched will understand. The original soundtrack was subpar. Will Part 2 make up for the underwhelming Part 1? Also, while trying to promote the series with a photo shoot, people started to criticize the lack of chemistry between two actors. I guess it is possible for them not to have any chemistry. Why does it seem like two strangers taking pictures together? This is probably the worst couple photo I've seen in years, lol. They look good in their individual pictures. Is it a romance drama? They don't seem like a couple. Their faces really don't look good together. Due to a lot of criticism towards the show, Park Seo-joon spoke about it. I've never been a part of a project that didn't receive mixed reactions. There are always fans who are disappointed, just as there are fans who enjoy the project. Seeing this, I have never become emotionally invested in the criticism. I just thought to myself that the project was receiving a lot of attention. One point of contention among audience members was the show's portrayal of good and evil. Rather than depicting the Japanese occupiers as all bad and Korean independence fighters as all good, the show employs a much more complicated moral scale. The depiction of some independence fighters as traitors who ultimately betray the Korean protagonists has sparked criticism that the show was insulting toward them. Park Seo-joon, when asked about his thoughts on these allegations, rejected the claim and offered greater insight into his character's motives. Jang Tae-sang might claim that he has no interest in the independence movement, but his mother was an independence fighter, and I think in his heart he is one too. Throughout the K-drama, my character focused on the people he wanted to protect, and the people of Bonjong Street were most important. Tae-sang may have claimed that money was most important, but he tried his best to save everyone, and had he not done so, the people wouldn't have helped him in return. He may have tried to reject the independence movement at first, but he always came through for them in the end. I never tried to demean the independence fighters while filming, but seeing these reactions, I realized it might be portrayed that way. I don't believe that the K-drama insults the independence fighters. They are the reason why I am alive today. Season 2 as well didn't do that well. Season 2 was released on Netflix on the 27th of September 2024, recorded 3.1 million views, and placed second in the non-English TV series category rankings. Given the star-studded cast and a production cost reported to be a whopping 52 million USD, some were expressing disappointment over its performance. Viewers pointed out the gaping holes in the plot, the lack of depth in fleshing out the characters, and the sudden switch to romance all contributed to the dip in viewership. So many unanswered questions. Literally no explanation of anything between him getting infected at the House of Golden Treasures and then the motorbike chase opening, except for a couple of small flashbacks that don't explain anything, and that's just one example. I liked the show and thought S2 was cool in its own way, but they really seemed to lean into the romance through the ages trope without anything of substance that would back something like that up. After finishing watching Season 2, I have a sense of anger and frustration, feeling like the writer and showrunner are insulting me with so much BS in their plots. One of the worst shows ever. Such a waste of time. Then Park Seo-joon starred in Marvels. However, people were disappointed in how little time he got on the screen. On the 8th of November 2023, a post titled Park Seo-joon's Screen Time on the Marvels went viral. In the post, a netizen uploaded Park Seo-joon's alleged screen time. According to a Marvel YouTuber, they had counted the actor's screen time themselves while watching the movie. Breaking. The Marvel's Seo-joon Hyung's total screen time, 2 minutes 47 seconds. Margin of error is 5 seconds. Source: I counted his screen time myself while watching the movie. Netizens were mad. I thought he would play a more significant role because they were calling him Marvel Guy on Sojin's, LOL. You mean the one where he is cosplaying as a moth? I thought he was one of the lead characters. I can't believe his screen time is less than the time it takes to cook cup noodles. Not gonna watch. I guess I don't need to watch, LOL. They put him in a lot of promos for 3 minutes. Are his scenes in the trailer? They put him on the main poster, but he is given screen time fitting for an extra. This puts a bad taste in my mouth. It just pisses me off how they are treating the Asian character. Of course, it's not his fault how much Hollywood will give him screen time, but many were mad at him for taking this role. However, many came into his defense and saw this as an amazing opportunity for future roles in Hollywood. He's so impressive. There's always an advantage in challenging yourself to something new. That is a good experience to have for sure. Seriously, these kinds of opportunities aren't easily achieved, and so it's impressive to see him deciding to challenge himself. This is Marvel that we are talking about. Who cares about screen time? His part might have been small, but his impact was huge. The biggest movie industry is Hollywood. This will be a huge advantage for him, even if it's just one experience. Also, in 2023, while promoting the movie Concrete Utopia with Park Bo-young, Park Seo-joon got involved in an attitude scandal. One fan prepared a couple of headbands for Park Seo-joon and Park Bo-young, who appear in the movie as a married couple. Park Bo-young, who received the headbands, wore one before handing the other to the actor. Park Seo-joon then appears to signal to his hair before refusing the headband. Park Bo-young nodded in understanding and held Park Seo-joon's headband in her hand. The incident then went viral, with many criticizing the actor for allegedly being rude towards Park Bo-young. Many felt the actor should have accepted the hairband from the actress and held it himself. He's so inconsiderate towards Park Bo-young. Rude off. Is he the only one with hairspray in their hair? He should have at least accepted the hairband. He could have, at the very least, held the hairband himself. Whether he wears it or not, he should have accepted the hairband and held it himself. This is such a turnoff. I see his personality is rude AF. He should have at the very least accepted the hairband. How awkward. Why is it so hard to just wear it? He's doing too much. I understand him not wearing it, but he should have accepted it. He made it so awkward for Park Bo-young. After this, he released a statement explaining this issue. In truth, I sweat a lot during stage greetings. Some fans like my hair down and some like it up, so today I decided to put my hair up because it's easier to wipe off my sweat that way. I sprayed a lot of hairspray in the morning and fixed my hair so firmly that it wouldn't move even if I tried. In that state, if I put anything in my hair, it hurt my scalp a lot. It may sound like an excuse, but I'm sure you know that I usually don't hesitate to do stuff like wear headbands. Many people said it was probably embarrassing for Bo-young to stand there holding the headband, but I didn't think of that item as mine. I thought it was Bo-young's gift from Bo-young's fan, and that if I took it, they might be offended. I think there was a misunderstanding, he added, and said because of his fans, he is not afraid of anything. Then just a few days later, he got criticized again for not doing heart poses. Park Seo-joon attended an event for a Chanel's Tweed de Chanel launch alongside many other actors and celebrities. As is customary at events, the press requested various poses from the stars. When Park Seo-joon was asked to do various heart poses, he only waved his hand and smiled. News reporters and netizens wondered why he suddenly stopped doing heart poses despite having done it countless times in the past. Some fans even misinterpreted his intentions, believing that he didn't do the heart poses as he was in the midst of dating rumors with YouTuber Suze. Regarding this issue, Park Seo-joon expressed in his post that he tries to be more accepting of requests, but it is still difficult for him. From the start, my heart was open to fans, so such requests became less embarrassing and I made up my mind to try my best. However, doing these posts in a public appearance was honestly difficult for me. I know I can just suck it up and do it, but it's not easy to do. But on that day, even the people from the brand advised against requesting heart gestures, and I tried to follow that advice. In response to Park Seo-joon's clarification of numerous misunderstandings in such a short time, netizens all supported the actor in different ways. While a few admitted that they misunderstood the situation and that his apology clarified things, most believed that netizens made a fuss over nothing and felt bad that Park Seo-joon apologized when he didn't have to. That wasn't the Park Seo-joon I was used to, but after reading his post, I understand him. He must have felt hurt. It makes me sad, too. I also didn't understand why he was getting bashed. I hope Park Seo-joon doesn't get too hurt. Celebrities are people too. I feel so bad for them. It's a relief he told us truthfully. It was indeed a misunderstanding. He is always great to his fans, and just that day, he didn't wear a headband, so they made up their mind to make up all sorts of things and attacked him. When I saw that, I thought they were crazy. He must have been upset. I totally understand. It was different from his usual self, so I was disappointed, but it was all a misunderstanding. Sorry for being disappointed and misunderstanding you. Following this, CBS No Cut News managed to obtain materials from Chanel regarding the Tweed de Chanel event. Chanel had indeed instructed all invitees to pose naturally and chicly, refraining from finger hearts, cheek hearts, peace signs, etc. During the event, many invitees, including Park Seo-joon, had followed the instructions strictly. But as the event approached its second half, it seemed that many press members were affected by the chic demeanor of the invitees. By the second half, in order to ease the atmosphere, other invitees began following the requested poses from the press, including heart poses. The unintentional divide between the invitees' poses later invited criticism and comparison from the public. However, no matter any clarifications, there are still people who think that Park Seo-joon is rude and unprofessional. But him suing a restaurant made it worse. Korean news outlet Herald Corp revealed in an exclusive report that Park Seo-joon filed a lawsuit against Mr. A, an owner of a raw marinated crab restaurant who provided the business space for the shoot of Park's K-drama. What's wrong with Secretary Kim? According to the report, Park Seo-joon claimed that Mr. A used the scene from the K-drama to promote the restaurant without the actor's consent, thus infringing on Park Seo-joon's portrait rights. The disputed event dates back to July 2018, when in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, Park Seo-joon ate raw marinated crab to win over the actress Park Min-young's character's family. About a year later, when Mr. A created banners using a still from the K-drama with slogans like, "The restaurant where Park Seo-joon devoured crabs," and "The crab dish even Park Seo-joon fell in love with," Mr. A displayed the banners inside and outside the restaurant from August 2019 until September 2024. Mr. A also ran Naver search ads for about 6 years. After discovering Mr. A's banners, Park Seo-joon filed a damages lawsuit, stating that Mr. A was violating his portrait rights. The actor's legal team is reported to have initially claimed about $4.44 million USD in damages, calculating about $739,000 per year based on the average endorsement fees that Park Seo-joon charges, multiplied over 6 years of violation. Mr. A is said to have argued that it's common business practice for K-drama sponsors to use such scenes for promotional purposes, but the court ultimately decided in Park Seo-joon's favor. Reportedly, the court only awarded about $3,700. Each side was ruled to cover their own legal costs. The ruling is now final, as neither Park Seo-joon nor Mr. A appealed the court's decision, and Mr. A has removed the banners and taken the ads down. Following the news, netizens expressed a bit of disappointment in Park Seo-joon for being petty and suing a small business owner for a whopping $4.44 million USD. Can you even make 6 billion won selling raw crabs? What kind of bogus formula yields 6 billion for Park Seo-joon's promo? What gives celebs the right suing is way too easy for them. Wow. Park Seo-joon is seriously spiteful. What the f? He thinks he's worth 1 billion won per year, huh? Most people can't even make 100 million won a year. Why go this far? This is so stingy, seriously. However, his management, Awesome Entertainment, has since clarified via NBC that the actual lawsuit sought about $44,400 USD and threatened legal action against secondary harm over the lawsuit itself. We had repeatedly requested the advertisements be taken down since 2019, but the restaurant would take down the portal search ads and banners only to put them back up again. Later, they ignored all further takedown requests. These malicious actions led to the lawsuit. While the estimated damages based on standard advertising model fees amount to 6 billion won, the actual lawsuit sought 60 million won, taking into account the defendant's business size and other relevant circumstances. We have also confirmed that secondary harm is ongoing, including malicious mockery and defamation regarding the rightful court ruling. We will respond to any acts that infringe on our actor's portrait and personal rights without leniency or settlement. Many to this day believe that due to all of these scandals, he is not able to get many roles, but that is not true. After Gyeong-song Creature Season 2, Park Seo-joon said that he has been working non-stop for the past 14 years and is currently on a year-long break. During this time, I frequently travel overseas, trying to stay away from acting until I deeply yearn for it again. And it seems that 1 year break ended, as he will star in Waiting for Gyeong-do. The release date has not been announced, but hopefully it will be a hit. What are your thoughts? Thank you for watching, and see you next time.